Hello, my Leo friends. This is Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and I am so happy to be here with you today for your new moon in Aries tarot card reading. This is for the period of March 24th through April 6th, and I tell you what, these are some crazy times. I did a reading about it for you. I did an interactive pick a pile reading. I also did one on love, so definitely check those out and check out the astro forecast for this new moon in Aries as well, just to kind of get an idea of some of the energies that we're being faced with in the general collective. And then I'll also kind of talk about some of the outer planetary aspects that we've been going through that are influencing like what's going on in the world right now, okay? And that's also a statement and a question. What's going on in the world right now? Right? Okay. So Leos, what we're going to do today is a little different than what I've done in the past. If you are new, welcome. This is for Leo, sun, moon, and rising signs. And while there are dates involved, these readings are fluid. When it finds you, I believe it is meant for you. The reading I'm going to do for you guys today is not a typical tarot reading. I'm going to do a reading based on the John Dee Oracle. All right. John Dee, crazy history guy. Check him out if you're interested. He was a court astrologer to Queen Elizabeth. If you're into alchemy, if you're into history, if you got some free time, and I think you might, look him up. Okay. But nonetheless, there's an oracle deck that's associated with him. And the reason why I'm doing this is what's going on in the world is affecting us in multiple ways. And this is a deck that looks at different areas of life. So you're going to see me lay those out: north, south, east, and west. All right. But also what I like about these is, it really helps. Well, just can showcase another reading that I can do for you guys. If you guys are looking for a general tarot card reading, this is a great way to do that. I'm still learning the oracle, but here's the thing, you guys. Each card has a different meaning depending on where it falls on the compass, so to speak. What area of life we're asking about. And so you've got to go to the guidebook, and each card in each position presents a question. All right. And I think that that's what's going to be most empowering for us now, is asking questions about what can we do? What can we focus on? How can we feel empowered at this point in time? So as usual, I'm setting the intention to deliver messages of clarity, comfort, hope, and healing, but also empowerment at this time. I think that's really going to serve a lot of us. And Leos, y'all are the motherfucking lions, okay? We know that empowerment is sort of your specialty. I just had a card enthusiastically flip. Protection. This is two different things, okay? One, this is letting you know that you are divinely protected at this time. The changes that you're going through, don't be scared, honey, because the universe got your back. All right. You are armed with intuition. That's what that little moon is in the background. But the sky's a little hazy, so you may be having a hard time tapping into it right now. Okay. Now listen. The choice card is on the bottom, and you got one white bird flying around right now. I know it's a different white bird, but there are two of them. There are two swans here. Okay. I feel like for some of you guys, there's a choice to make, okay? By the way, this is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I'm pulling this out. The center card in this reading actually has to do with where is your harmony? Where can you find your harmony at this time, okay? Where can you find your center? It is a collective reading, and so all parts of it may not resonate with you, but I hope that you do find a message of empowerment within it today, okay? I feel like you have a choice ahead of you and you're not sure which way to go, but I want you to know that you're protected whichever choice you make. That's what this card is saying to you. Also, you're in a space, you've kind of had to go within. See how she's sort of in this cave structure, all right? And you're really focused on protecting the resources that are available, that you know that you have, and also you want to be available to protect those around you, okay? And that can be difficult for us to do at a distance, all right? So when you do need to find your center, tap into your inner knowing, your inner guidance, and understand that you are protected at this time, Leos, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the four cards from the John Dee Oracle. Now, each of these Cardinal positions, we've got north, which is work and influences. East, which is health and well-being. South, which is intention and direction. And then west, which is love, inspiration, and relationships. Okay, so for each of these, they are associated with it, not just a cardinal direction, but also one of the archangels. So if that's not your thing, just please pardon me while I go ahead and call upon Archangel Uriel to find a card to help guide us, to guide our Leos. With a message of empowerment when it comes to work and external influences. I'm going to take the top one there. That is John D, the namesake of the Oracle card. I'm going to call upon Archangel Raphael to bring forth a card to bring a message of empowerment regarding your health and well-being at this time. And then I'm going to clarify these with tarot and finish up with a self-care oracle card. All right, we've got the Gold Alchemist, Roger Bacon. In this deck, there are 4 colors, 4 suits, if you will, that don't really have any particular meaning. They are just the basic, they represent the essential elements when it comes to alchemy. And then there are 8 archetypes, okay? So far we've got the Green Magus and the Gold Alchemist, the Green Historian, Herodotus. He just came out for Aries. And I'm going to take the Gold Astrologer, Simon Foreman. All right. So like I said, we're going to go to the book and see what question. By the way, this is Archangel Michael in the south and your Gabriel in the west. All right. Let's go to the book and see what questions each of these cards wants to pose for us at this time. All right, so we're beginning in the area of work and external influences. All right, so this is the Magician, John D. Okay, he was an actual literal Renaissance man, but when he shows up in the Oracle, the Tower of the North, here is his message. No matter what problems surface at work, there are always ways to resolve them. This may, at one extreme, require you to move on. You guys, this message is coming out for me already. Let me finish the passage. Examine every... Okay, wait. At one extreme, it may require you to move on. At the other, to simply do nothing. Examine every aspect from as many directions as possible so that you are sure to have the most fully rounded view of what is happening. If you are engaged in creative work, the same applies. Don't let yourself get stuck in the details. Try to find a vantage point from which you can survey all directions. Archangel Uriel asks, what is at the heart of your work? Some of you guys are in a position where your hand is being forced right now. Accept the changes you've been handed or find something new. And I gotta tell you guys what, the new moon in Aries is a great time to begin a new project. All right. I think what this is essentially saying is whatever changes have happened in your work, some of you guys may be in a place where you have to actually begin from scratch to look for new work, that this may be a way of the universe bumping you onto another path. Okay? What you really need to look at is what is at the heart of what you do. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. Not everybody knows this, okay? This applies to me right now. And here's the reason why. I've been in education for years. I've been a school teacher for years. They've gone ahead and shut down. I will still be teaching online, okay? But they've shut down school for the rest of the year, all right? And I'm at a point where I have to stop and look at what is it essentially that you do? What is at the heart of what you do? And with this brand new framework that I've been handed where you have to go completely online, what is at the heart of what I do? And how can I carry that out of the old system into the new one that I've been handed, all right? So either figure out a way to go with the flow by connecting to what is at the heart of your work, or connect to what's at the heart of your work and find a new way to do that, all right? Okay. Because you guys, the thing that I'm a little guarded about right now, I don't think I'm going to stay with public education. All right, that's a little TMI, but we're getting personal. Why not? Okay, so I still want to be in teaching, but not in the same way that I was before. Okay, and I've gone through many of those transformations. You guys know what it's like. Like, I've been an educator in like 18 different ways. You guys, this card will not go away. this Four of Swords. So that's meditation and contemplation. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're already beginning to think, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like if you were previously in a place where you were working with, like you were in the service industry, okay? And then your restaurant or bar or wherever you're at closed down. Well, what was at the heart of what that job made that job a good job to you? And how can you find that moving forward? Okay. There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of inner conflict. There's a lot of external conflict going on right now. What is at the heart of your work is the question that Archangel Uriel asks. Let's get some insight. Thank you, Divine Spirits of Love and Light, Archangels, Ancestors, Allies, and Guides. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. You guys, this is just not really knowing how to act. As you move forward, as more and more conflicts, and this is a blockage on your path. Okay? This Five of Wands. There's so many crazy energies going in so many directions right now that you're not sure that you're ready for a new beginning. But you're also not sure that you're ready to stick it out and find a way to temper the way things used to be with with the way things are now. Okay? The connection between these two, whether you want to start off on a new beginning, or if you want to try to figure out how to stay where you're at the very heart of it is asking yourself this question: what is at the heart of what I do? Why do I like my job? Why do I do my job? Because the details, the specifics are going to change. But can you continue to do what is at the heart of your job under this new framework, this new scenario that we're in? Okay, so that's the message. Clarifying work and external influences for you guys at this time. I really wish you all the best. And I want to let you know how much I really feel like this is... Well, it's really scary not knowing what's next. It is also an opportunity that we have been granted, okay, to create what comes next. That's what's being blocked right now. You don't realize that you can create your own situation. You guys, John Dee is the green magus, the magician, the creator. And then you got the magician reversed. Something is blocking you, okay, from being able to really manifest your intentions in the world. The recommendation is see what is at the heart of the work that you do. All right. So we're going to go on to the Gold Alchemist. He is in the position of the East. And so he's going to talk to us about health and well-being. This is Roger Bacon. Okay. Just, British dude, scientist, stuff like that. Okay. When he shows up in the East, here is his message. Life can take you in many different directions, not always those in which you would like to go. Such abrupt changes in course can cause stresses that are hard to deal with. This can be eased by keeping a sharp lookout for unexpected turns and being as prepared as possible for them. If you cannot do so, then look for the support of friends within both your inner and outer circle to see you through until you reach calmer waters. I really feel you guys, going through this right now. That this is a really, really, really hard time. With all the changes that are coming in, it's creating anxiety. There's also a little bit of separation from just our normal day-to-day. So definitely reach out. Leos are all about love and connection and warmth. So make sure you're reaching out to people at this time. Archangel Raphael asks, who or what gives you the greatest degree of support in crisis? How appropriate is that question right now, okay? Because it has to do with your health and well-being. So what is your greatest source of support in this time of crisis, Leo? That's the question that I've got for my miniature Rider-Waite. I felt super drawn to use this deck earlier, but now I'm like, I don't know how long I can handle this tiny shuffling. One more. All right, let's do this. So where can you turn for support in this time of crisis? Ooh, love you guys. This is really connecting heart to heart with somebody, even if it's not in a romantic context. All right? So you guys, you're stressing, turn to somebody, share. Look, each cup is your emotions. Even if it's just your neighbor and you decide to talk to each other from 20 feet away, and each say, gosh, I'm really stressed right now. Then you're making contact with another human being who's going through what you're going through as well. All right. So definitely connect, sympathize. All right. Because with this Knight of Cups reversed, I feel like some of you guys are kind of bottling it right now. Kind of trying to keep it in, trying to remain strong, all right? And this is coming out in your relationships, okay? And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and keep that guy too because he wanted to come out. The Five of Cups. We have the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups, all right? Three of Cups is reversed. You guys might actually be feeling right now like there might be a particular friend that you cannot reach out to right now because there's something amiss in that connection. But stop focusing on the cups that are overturned. This is crazy because we have the Two of Cups upright. Just like these two cups back here are upright. And then the Three of Cups are overturned, just like this Three of Cups is overturned. So there's some sort of disharmony in your friendships, but there's somebody you can talk to. There's another connection that is available to you, and you're being asked to focus on that at this time. Okay, Leos? I hope that helps you lots. Let's take a peek at Herodotus. He's chilling down there at the Tower of the South, ruled by Archangel Michael, and the historian is all about, what is he? Looking for patterns, all right? So we're looking at intention and direction, and this is the green historian. When he shows up in the South, what really makes you happy, Leo? What really makes you happy? We often think we know what happiness is, only to find that when viewed closely, it melts away. Many of us also believe that the only objective in life is to be happy, ignoring the truth that shows us that there are other things that can bring commitment and provide a significant focus. Whatever direction life takes you in, consider the numerous and varied reasons for doing all that you do. I feel like this is kind of harking back to this message here, where there's some sort of disappointment or some path that's cut off to you right now, path for emotional fulfillment that's not available to you. But you got to look at what is available to you, okay? All right? If this is resonating, check out my love reading. If it's a love relationship, check out my love readings, okay? The pick a pile that I just did. Archangel Michael is asking, how do you define happiness? Okay? How do you define happiness? Because it's almost that thing where you're like, nobody's there for you, me, but somebody is there for you. It's just not the one that you want to be there for you. Okay? So what is it that you really need, and are you sure you're not getting it? Okay? Are you sure you're not getting it? Because I almost feel like the abrupt changes are making you question a previous connection. Because a connection that you had under the old system, and I'm talking about like before everything closed down, we were forced out of work, at home with kids, etc., that under the old status quo, there was this belief that happiness lied in this one certain thing, this one certain relationship or friend group. But now that things are different, you're not finding the same emotional fulfillment there. So you have to go back in and ask, well, wait a second, what is it that I really do need from my connections right now? Okay? And that's what's going to help you moving forward. Oh, you guys, I love that. The Six of Cups is just a card of friendship, of happiness, of even like reunions, connections. that really go back to childhood. All right. How do you define happiness? Wow, you guys, I love this message. Okay. One message that's coming through is that you know what it is that makes you happy. The problem is, this might have been a friendship that made you very happy or a relationship that made you very happy, but they weren't working with you. There was no give and take. See how we have the 3 and the 6 of Pentacles? The 3 is the individual and the 6 is the partnership or the connection. And they're both reversed. So there is somebody who is not giving equally to this connection to begin with. So when you stop and think back, wait a second, did that really make me happy? Then this fire lights up in you and you're like, you know what? I am confident that I actually deserve better. That's you, Leo. All right? In a receptive energy, understanding what truly makes you happy. The Queen of Wands knows what makes her happy. She knows how she defines happiness, okay? All right, so let's move on to Simon Foreman, the Gold Astrologer. The astrologer is about observation. No, wait. He's about futures. The astronomer is observation. Pardon me, I misspoke. All right, Leos, let's do this. When he shows up in the Oracle of, or in the Tower of the West, Simon Foreman is his name. He was a physician also. And he used astrology to be a doctor. That's really kind of cool. All right, so here's the thing. The search for inspiration and happiness, weren't we just talking about happiness, you guys? Is indissolubly linked. I can't say that word. Yes, I can. Indissolubly. That's not a good arrangement of consonants. So they're really linked. When you set out on a new course of action, be mindful of the way those aspects are related and how they impinge on your inner as well as your outer life. It can be easy to neglect elements of your life that can teach you things you need to be aware of. Spread your consciousness as wide as you can and be sensitive to the connections between one point and another. I think this is really about you making this connection. How there are certain friendships that, like right now, you're like, I really wish they were there for me. But woo. Didn't they just teach you something about that friendship by not being there for you? I know, that sucks. That sucks. But for some of you guys, you're making this realization. Some people are here for you right now and some people are not. So moving forward, where are you going to put your energy? Okay, let's peek at these cards. Ooh, this is a shift in perspective. Did y'all just have a tower moment? I hope you did, because you guys, that's what happens to me sometimes. I'm watching a reading and there's this like, oh my God, I didn't realize that. Okay. So maybe you guys have an opportunity to see this from a different perspective. All right. So what's the question again? Archangel Gabriel asks, ooh, what is the furthest point of your inspiration or attraction? This thing that you're upset about not having, what is its ultimate outcome? What was it even really going to provide for you? Okay. There's you. And I'm reading these backwards. It's just the way that they go. Yes. Okay. Your inner strength, and we have a 6 again. So that lets me know. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Where your inspiration lies is looking at your own inner strength. Okay. It's about not carrying other people's burdens for them. You've got your own to carry. All right. So it really goes like this. Okay. Where this inner strength that you have is allowing you to just, you're able to move forward in confidence, because this is more Leo energy. This 6 of Wands, moving forward with confidence. because you've realized that these things that you feel like they're letting you down right now, weren't they always kind of letting you down, Leo? That's the energy that I'm getting. All right. You're looking around again and finding that there's strength in other relationships. There's other connections that actually give you more strength than the ones that you feel like you're missing out on. All right. That 9 of Swords energy reversed is about finding the way through your anxieties. You can leave those behind now because you see this from a whole new perspective. It's that Tower moment. Okay, your self-care card to finish up your reading is guidance. Ooh, look at that wise old owl. And this is somebody who is the person who's like kind of looking into the scrolls, so to speak, is also somebody who's aged. They have experience. But right now, if you are lost, ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. Okay? Remember I said you guys are divinely protected right now? That's facts. Can we talk specifically about advice when it comes to the connections or relationships of concern? Because we've got that 5 of Cups there. And, ooh, there's some unstable energies right now, but we got 6s coming out of this. So victory coming out of this situation. Take a risk. You have the power within to move mountains. All right. So remember how Simon Foreman and the Foreman Grill, I'm sorry, I've been locked in the house too long. The Gold Astrologer, talking about futures, moving forward, be willing to do something different than what you've done in the past. And, ooh, this came out, set boundaries, protect your time and energy from the people who don't give back, Leo, okay? From the people who don't give back. All right. I really super duper hope that this reading was helpful to you guys today. If you want something personal, I am more than happy to do that for you. Hit me up at the information below. Definitely like the reading if it resonated with you. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. Thank you again for being here with me. You guys stay happy, stay healthy, stay hopeful, and don't forget that we will get through this together.